Hello y'all, welcome back to the garage. Today we're going to do the intrusion plate on the car. Steel or aluminum. Aluminum just has to be thicker than the steel, and they end up about the same weight. So plus a little extra left side weight really don't hurt a whole lot. So what we're going to do today is we're going to, off camera, I went ahead and cut the steel plates, got out the handy dandy snap-on plasma cutter, and got them cut out. So we're going to take these body supports off. We're going to clean this up in here along the door. We're going to clean up along in here, clean this powder coat off, powder coat, paint, I think some of both actually. Anyway, we're going to put a plate across the top here, and we're going to put one down here and see where we stand. I've been debating about putting one kind of underneath, but I think that's going to be a mud catcher, so I'm not going to go that far with it. The other thought is I thought about putting another plate here where we built this support last time, put a small plate in here, but you just basically go corner to end, but I'm not sure I want to go that far. I'm not sure I need to go that far with it. And again, like I said before, this isn't mandatory, this is optional, but more and more places are doing it, and chassis builders are starting to add intrusion plates to doors. So we're just I'm being a little proactive and trying to get this, trying to get ahead of the curve, if you will, if you know what I mean. So anyway, y'all sit tight. I'm going to get the grinder out with the flap wheel. We're going to clean this off. We'll get our plates getting our plates finished fitted, and then we'll get them stitched in and go from there. So y'all sit tight, and I'm going to put you on time lapse while I get this going. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it looks like I messed up with the camera, I'm guessing, because I just didn't film anything of what I just did. I can show you the end result, but I guess I didn't do something, I didn't hit the button, camera malfunction, we'll call it, blame it on me. This is my first time doing this. But what I did is I got the intrusion plates, 2 of them, put in the door to protect my happy butt, and so I'll show you that now. I've got a little more cleanup to do to get it where I'm happy with it, but I'll show you the end result. Unfortunately, I can't show you how I got here because, well, you know, me. But anyway, so let me see if I can flip the camera around here and show you what I got going on. Okay, so you just sit tight. Okay, we're back at it. Here's our intrusion plates here and here, and they run the whole length of the door down towards the foot box area. I got them all welded in across the top. They're stitches. I didn't want to throw too much heat at it and take a chance of warping anything or causing more issues. So they're stitched all the way across, and they're stitched across the bottom as well. I can definitely tell that it's been several years since I've been under the helmet, so I've got a little more cleanup work to do than normal, than what I'm used to doing, but it is what it is. I've really been debating if I wanted to put a plate in here or not. And I feel like that's going to be a mud catcher if I do. So I'm going to table that for now. I thought about just kind of putting it right in, basically from the top of this bar down to here, and just kind of lay it up in here and stitch it in place. But I like I said, I feel like this is going to be more of a mud catcher than anything. We're not going to do that. So anyway, that's what we got done this time on it. I believe next time we're going to start on the interior tin and bringing it up and figuring it out and working with it. I've got some cleanup work to do here, so let me get some cleanup done and see where I stand. Hey buddy, come here. This over here is Eddie. That's my buddy. He's I've had him for I don't know, a couple of years now. He's going on 3, and that's my pal. He kind of runs and comes and goes. And all right, you're all good. I just wanted to introduce you to the people. Anyway, that's Eddie walking out the door, or headed that direction. Hello, everybody. It's me again. Hey, I just wanted to do a quick recap because I kind of feel like the first video was a little rushed. It was rough. I just went back and looked at it, and so anyway, y'all gonna have to give me a little time to kind of get my bearings about me and how things work. But what I did want to do though is sit down and go a little deeper into me and how I got here and my background in racing. I started racing back in the summer of 1990. Did some SCCA road racing. Once I turned 18, I was eligible to race. So my stepfather, Wayne, has passed away, but a little while back. But he helped me get my first car. He was my teacher, kind of my mentor per se, and super good dude. But he was one about helping me get started. So we ran that up until probably the mid 90s when I was working at another shop, and some guys, Danny and Shane Kreidler, super good guys, and they helped me get started. Or they were already running asphalt. They had asphalt modified. They were running at Orlando and New Smyrna Speedways back in Florida. But about that time, Okeechobee Speedway was opening up, old Thundercross Speedway, and I was being from the Carolinas, I was really itching to go back oval track racing. So I did. I put everything together, sold off what I had, basically built a brand new car to go street stock racing out there. While they were running their dirt late model, I was running street stock. We had a couple other guys who were running with us. Jason, there were a few others that kind of came in and out. Lenny had a drag car. We had a really cool race shop at the time. But anyway, at the end of 1999, Thundercross closed up. It was supposed to be sold off to be luxury homes at a golf course in Okeechobee, Florida. Didn't quite get that one. But nonetheless, property got sold, track got closed. I thought, what am I going to do now? Well, there were no real oval tracks in Florida, so to speak of. There was nothing close by. Hialeah was 2.5 hours away. Orlando Speed World was about 1 hour and 45 minutes. New Smyrna was 2.5 hours. Punta Gorda was about 2 hours. Bradenton, DeSoto Speedway at that time, that's now Cletus's place. It was 2.5 hours there, so there was nothing close by. I took the winter of 99, 2000, stripped the car down to a bare chassis, and went oval asphalt racing. Ran Sportsman Division, ran across some really good people. Some are still racing today. But anyway, ran Orlando and New Smyrna. through the early 2000s, and then 2005, through the 2004 season. 2005, packed up, moved to the Carolinas, and when I got up here, car didn't fit any rules anywhere. So meanwhile, there was a guy that I was working with who was an official at a local racetrack, Hickory Motor Speedway, and we got to be really good friends. And he says, "Hey," he said, "we need some help." He said, "Why don't you come by and talk to us?" Come by and talk to the promoter at the time. Her name was Sherry Clifton. So I came by, talked with Sherry. She brought me on, and I worked there from 2005 till late 2000 or 2020 after COVID. I was just burnt out at the time. May have been 2021. Anyway, 2020, 21, somewhere in that neighborhood. I've kind of lost track of time. I'd find it. I'd have to go back and look. But anyway, did some really cool stuff. Saw a lot of really cool things. Learned a lot. Man, in the time that I was there, I had some really great head techs that I was working with, and I could almost call them mentors. Paul Deo was there, super good dude. He passed away just a little while ago. Scott Kilby was there. Brian Hewitt were all head techs that I worked under. But then in, I think it was 2017, Kilby left and I was asked to take over head tech. Man, you want to talk about the most hated man on earth. Boy, there's people that you thought were friends now all of a sudden have a grudge against you and a vendetta, and it was bad. So I worked it for 3 years until I just really burned out on it. And unfortunately, when you're a tech official or you're working a spotter stand or you work pit road or something like that, when you leave the speedway at the end of the night, you go home, you turn it off, and you're done. Well, not a tech man. Tech man, you're getting calls and text messages and emails all the time, and it never stops. And I couldn't. It wasn't my thing. It burned out, and you get people calling and asking, "Hey, what about this and what about that?" And got to the point my response was, "What's the rule book say? What's the rule book say?" And basically, you literally had to spoon feed them answers because they were either too lazy or couldn't understand what they were reading. Between that and then nonstop calls, and it was too much. I burned out on it, so I quit. I left there. I retired from the speedway after 15 years, and so I got into. I always had the racing bug. Always had a racing itch. Anyway, I got into rock crawlers and off-road and side-by-side, living here at the foot of the mountains. I have traveled all up and down the East Coast with rock crawlers, getting out, playing in the woods. I had some home-built truggies. The last 3 were tube buggies that I had, full tube out, that I built here. I built my garage. Had a lot of fun with those. I ended up selling those off, got a side-by-side, rode the side-by-side for a couple of years, and I always had this racing itch. Now, that being said, I knew I couldn't go asphalt racing. I knew too much. I knew too many people. I literally lost my love for it. So I got back into dirt racing, and late last year, I found this car, come up with it, and let's just say I am having an absolute ball with this. So let's keep it going. I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing here, working on it. But I just want to kind of get you guys caught up on a little history about me. But anyway, thank you for listening, for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and y'all. Any questions y'all have? Any comments? Put them in the comments. Hit the comments down there. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Let's help this algorithm bring some more people in. I'm going to do some more videos. You never know what we'll find. I think next time we're probably going to do some interior tin work and see if we can make it a little more big boy accessible. You know, some of us never stop growing. But anyway, y'all have a great day, a great evening. I'll talk to you on the next one. Thank you very much. Have a great day.